Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will be seeing what is histogram chart and Pareto charts. I will show you how you can make use of both these charts using a simple example. So basically, histogram and Pareto charts are commonly used to show the distribution of data sets. For example, if you want to show the frequency of test scores among the students, you can use the histogram chart. If you want to show the distribution of heights by weight of a person, then you can show the histogram. Then you can use the histogram chart. If you want to show the distribution of salary range for employees, then you can use the histogram chart. So these are few of the examples. So today in this video, we will be looking at two examples for histogram chart. Along with that, the pro tip is adjust the bin size to customize the grouping values and use Pareto chart to show the cumulative points of each bins. Right, so these two tips we'll be seeing in this video now. So let's get started with the histogram chart first. So here I will be showing two examples today. So this is our first example. So here I have the employee names and their salary ranges here, right? And the entry dates. So using this data, I will create a histogram chart. So let's see how we can do that. So first, before creating a chart, we need to select the entire data here. So I am selecting the entire data. I am going to the insert tab here, and in the insert tab, if you look at the middle section, which is charts, in the charts, you need to select the middle option, which is the graph one, which is completely blue. You need to select this option and click on the first option, which is histogram. Click on it, and you will get a chart like this, right? So let me minimize the screen. So here you can see we inserted the histogram chart. Now let us optimize this Instagram chart to make it clear for you. So here you can see in the x-axis we have the salary range, right? And here these are the bins which we need to customize now, right? So to do that first, we need to customize this x-axis, right? So let us make it in proper way so that it will be helpful for us to understand. So to customize this section x-axis, what you can do is you need to click on this and right click and click on the select the format axis. So once you select the format axis, there here the box will open. So in this box, you need to uh, format this chart by using these options, which is bin width. So bin width is nothing but this one. So this is called bin and this is called width. So we need to adjust this bin width as per our requirements here, right? So right click on it and format axis. Right, so here we can adjust the number of bins we want, right? So for example, currently we have 4 bins. Now I want to make it to 8 bins, right? So enter 8 and click enter. Now I want to adjust the bin width here. So bin width I want to keep as 30,000 and the overflow bin, which is nothing but the highest salary range. So I'm keeping it as 2 lakhs and the underflow bin is the lowest salary range. I'm keeping it as 15,000. Right. Now, now we optimized this chart now, right? So let us increase the size of this chart. So here you can see we optimized this chart, but we need to like this is a now this chart is a dynamic chart. So if I edit any numbers here, this graphs automatically get changed, right? So for example, this is Rohit Sharma, this is 21,972. Now I'm editing this salary range to some other salary, right? Now you can see the graph has changed, right? So in the same way, let me make one more change. Right now I've updated two more salary ranges, right? Now what you can do is let us enable the data labels for clear understanding. To enable the data labels, you need to click on the chart, and if you observe here, you will find the plus icon. Click on that and select the data labels option here. Now you can see we got the data labels as well. So we can also increase the size by selecting the data labels and clicking on this increase button. Right. Now we increase the data label size as well. Now let us understand this histogram chart first. So let me decrease it. Right. So here you can see the first bin indicates that 8 employees are in the range of 15,309 to 45,309 salary range. Right. 8 employees are in this salary range, and 10 employees are in this salary range, and 6 employees are in this salary range, and 3 employees are in this salary range. Only less than 2 lakhs, only one person is there, right? So here you can see only one person is there, right? So and in between 1 lakh 95 to 3 lakh 309 to 2 lakh, no one is there, right? So greater than 2 lakh, only one person is there, right? And in between 1 lakh 65 to 1 lakh 95, only one person is there. So in this way, you can distribute the salary range using histogram chart, right? So this is basically distribution of different salary ranges, right? So now if you observe here in the chart, you will find there are brackets opening. So these are square brackets, and here you can find the another form of bracket, right? So this is closed, this open bracket, round bracket, and this is square bracket. For this range, we have both square brackets, and for the rest of other ranges, we have one round bracket and one square bracket. So why is that? So the reason is so to understand why we are having those brackets. The first thing we need to know is, first let's understand these brackets. So one is the square bracket, right? The other one is round brackets, right? So the square brackets basically includes, and the round bracket is not include. So this is basic understanding of this. So let me explain it be clear. So include in the sense, so whatever the range we are seeing here, 15,309 to 45,309. So only till 45,309 this bin will be calculated. After 45,310, the value will be stored in this bin, not in this bin, right? So including, so here I'm writing including salary range from 15,309 to 45,309. If the salary range is 45,310, then this bin will not get included. It will be in this bin. The value will be in this bin, right? So not included is 45,309 is not included, but 45,310 is included here, right? So let me show you it in real time. So here I what I said, only till 15,309 to 45,309, those salary ranges will be included in the first bin. But what if the salary is above 45,310? Then the salary will be included in this bin, right? So let me edit one salary range here. So here I am editing the salary range. Now observe this data labels here. Now, if I change this salary range, and now observe this data labels here. So I am changing this salary range to 45,310, right? Now here it will become 7, and here it will become 11, right? So observe that. Now you can see the bins have been decreased here, right? So this range value has decreased to 7, and this range value has increased to 11 because the salary here is 45,310. So where does this salary get associated? This will get associated in this bin, in the second bin, but not in the first bin, right? So that is the main difference of this brackets here, square bracket and round brackets. So this is include, this is not include. So that is the basic definition of this brackets here, whatever the brackets which you see here. If I take one more example, here till what range till I have here 75,309. Above 75,310 will be in this range, will fall in this range, right? So let us edit that as well. So here I am changing this to 75,310. Now after this data labels here, this will become 7 and this will become 10, right? If I click enter, here you can see the data labels have been changed, right? So that is the main definition of this two brackets here, square brackets, round brackets, right? So I hope you understood this. So now let us get back to this, and so this is all about histogram chart. You can, based on the data you have, you can distribute the salary ranges, and also you can include the data labels to easily identify which range, is to easily identify uh, which employees are in the which range of salaries, right? So here 8 employees are in this range of salary and 10 employees are in this range of salary, right? So in that way you can make use of histogram chart. Now let us take one more example of histogram chart and understand it. So here if you see, this is example 2. Here I have a cricketer players, and here I have their test runs, right? So this is the example data which I took. So now let us insert the histogram chart for this data, right? Now once again I'm going to insert, clicking on this and selecting this option. Now I inserted the histogram chart. Now let me increase the size. So here once again let us customize the bins here. So to customize the bins, you need to right click and select format axis. Here let us arrange the bin width to, let's say, 2000 or even more, let's say 10,000, or let's say 1000, keep it 1000, right? 1000 is fine. Now the number of bins, let's keep it to 10, and the overflow bin here will be, so whenever you are selecting the overflow bin and underflow bin, make sure that the highest value, you need to know the highest value, what is the highest value and what is the lowest value. Based on that you need to set the overflow bin and underflow bin, because here I have the highest value is 15,921, so I am keeping this as 15,000, and the underflow is what is the least value here, 5,000, right? So here I am entering 5,000, right? Now I entered here 5,000. Now here if you observe here, I am getting the decimals as well, right? So we need to remove those decimals also. To remove those decimals, just we need to adjust the bins here. So bin settings, go to the bin width and select remove this decimals from here, right? So I'm removing the decimals and hitting enter. Now you can see we got the, let me make it 1000, right? Now we updated the bin width as well, right? Now you can see we are getting integer values, right? Now let us also enable the data labels for this, right? Now I enable the data labels and now I'll increase the size of it, right? Now you can see, right? Now what does the first bin indicates? The first bin indicates like 31 players are in the range of 5,000 to 6,000 runs, right? In the same way 16 players are in the range of 6,000 to 7,000 runs, and only one player is above 15,000 runs, right? So that is Sachin Tendulkar. He is above 15,000 runs. So only one player was able to score 15,000 runs. And four players are in the range of 10,000 to 11,000 runs, right? So, so this is also a dynamic value here. Now, suppose if I change this to 15,000, why not suppose, for example, then you can see here this value will get changed here. So here it is 1 now. Now it will get changed to 2, right? So here you can see the value has changed to 2. So right, so that is how this chart, this is completely dynamic chart. So now let us understand this again. So as I said in the previous example, so here we have once again in the first bin we have both square brackets, but after that we have one round bracket and one square bracket, one round bracket to open and one square bracket to close, right? So once again here let us understand the bracket example here. So this square brackets will include the values, and basically after 6,000, so this value says till, so the first bin which range of runs are included, only 5,000 till 6,000 included values here will be. So when there is a square bracket, then the included values will be between 5,000 to 6,000 runs only. But if the runs are to 6,001, then it will not be included, right? So that is the definition of this. Now if you use the round bracket, not included, what is not included? Whatever the values which are 6,001, this runs will not be included here, right? So this runs will not be included. It will be only between 5,000 to 6,000, right? Right now, if I edit any option here, so if I edit any runs here, you can see the difference here. So let's make this as 6,001. Now you can see the difference in the data labels here. This will become 30 and this will become 17, right? So I'm clicking on edit and you can see the value has changed here. Why this value has changed? Because I edited this one, this column, right? Previously it was 8,000, right? So that's why this has got edited. But if I edit any other value here in the down, let me edit this one. So let me edit to 5,000 something, and now you can see the value has changed here, right? So let me make it 6,001. Now you can see we got the 16 value here, right? So right, so this is how you can you use the, oh, sorry, yeah, so this is how you can use the histogram chart to determine the flow of uh, uh, the runs here, which are you can distribute the flow of runs using the histogram chart based on the using the data labels option as well. And I hope you understood this method here, the use of double brackets, square brackets, and round brackets here. So whatever the values are between 5,000 to 6,000 will be in this bin, and from 6,001 to 7,000 the values will be in this bin, and from 7,001 to 8,000 the values will be in this bin, and so on, right? So that is the main use of this brackets here, bracket system, right? So I hope you understood the histogram charts. So we saw two examples here. So the first example is about the salary range, and the second example is about the runs scored by the players, right? Right, now let's move on to the next example, next uh, method, which is next chart, which is Pareto chart. So Pareto chart and histogram both are same. Only the difference here will be the line, the Pareto line. So here I have one more example of products and the sales that happened during the previous month. So let us insert the Pareto chart here. Once again, go to Insert tab and click on this. Here you need to select the second option, which is Pareto. Right. Now I inserted the Pareto chart here. Now you can see. So, and one more difference between histogram and Pareto chart is uh, in histogram chart, the values will be the chart values will be defined uh, uh, based on the number of values here. So the highest value will be in the top, and based on the salary range, based on the runs scored here, right, from lowest to highest, right? So here also you can see from lowest salary range to highest salary range. So based on the based on the x-axis, the chart will be displayed in histogram. But when it comes to Pareto chart, the highest it will the chart will be from highest to lowest, right? If you can see here, the chart is from highest to lowest. But when it comes to histogram, the chart values will be dependent on this x-axis, right? Whatever we have in the x-axis, based on that the chart will be made, right? So that is the main difference here. And in the Pareto chart, if you see, we have one line here. So this is called Pareto line, right? So this is called Pareto line. So what exactly this Pareto line defines is that it will show you the percentage here. So here you, in the right hand side, you can see based on Pareto chart will give you the percentage, the cumulative percentage of the total sales that happen between these four categories, right? Because these are the top selling uh, products, right? So based on this top selling products, it will give you the percentage value. You can easily get the percentage by looking at this line here from till here to here. Based on this, you can calculate the percentage of product sales between these four products, right? So that is the main use of Pareto chart. So now let us calculate the percentage here. Now let me uh, make the color transparent so it is easy to understand. So I'm changing the color of this bins so it is easy to understand, and I'm changing the transparency also. Right, so let us keep it 72, and for this one also 72, and for this one also let's keep it audit fill and 72. This is just to show you this one also 72, right? Now if you observe here from where the line is getting started, so from here, right? So this line is covering this four graphs here, right? So if you observe here, this line from here onwards, the line is getting covered till here. So these four products determine the highest values, highest number of sales. So based on this line, we need to calculate the percentage, right? So to let me draw here. So from here, let me draw this. So you can see the line has started from here and ended till here, right? So now using these lines here, so which are whatever this lines you are seeing now, using these lines we need to determine the percentage, right? So let me increase the chart size, right? Now using these lines here, right? So the line which you are seeing here, using these lines we need to determine the percentage, where exactly what percentage of sales has been made between these four product categories, right? So, so if you look here, the line started from here, right, and ended here. So the percentage here will be from 50 to 60%, right? So in between 50 to 60%, the product sales have made have uh, the product sales have been happened, right? So for these four categories, the product sales are between 50 to 60%, right? So that is how you need to determine the percentage value, cumulative percentage value using this Pareto line here. Let me undo this and let me explain you once again. So here, if you observe the line here, the line started from this graph, right? The fourth graph till the first one. So what is the percentage of product sales of this four products here? We need to determine the percentage here. So if you calculate here, here the line has the 60% line has started here, and here the 50%. So the percentage is between 50 to 60%, right? So to know whether this percentage is real or not, what we can do is we can check the percentage in real time, right? So let us check the percentage in real time. So here I am. So here I am entering the highest sales values here. So what are the highest sales products we have here? Tommy, Wildcraft, Pepidence, and Lee Cooper, right? So first we will calculate the sales of these four categories. First one is Tommy. First one is Tommy, and next one is Wildcraft, and Pepidence, and Lee Cooper, right? So, so the total sales value of these four categories, four products is 31,696, right? Now let us calculate the total sum here. So the total sales is 55,000, right? Now let us divide this by this one, right? Now let us convert this into percentage. Now you can see we got 58%. So Pareto chart has clearly mentioned that the percentage of sales between the four categories is between 60 to 50%, right? So that is what I mentioned here, right, in this graph. So that is how you can make use of this Pareto line to calculate the percentage, to calculate the cumulative percentage of this graphs here, right? So I hope you understood this concept here of Pareto chart. So first you need to select the data and you need to create a chart. Then based on this Pareto line, you need to assume the percentage of this top product sales here, right? You can also check this in real time if it is matching your percentage assumption or not, right? So this is about histogram and Pareto chart. I hope you understood this information. If you have any questions, please put it them in the comment section. And if you find this video to be informative, then please consider subscribing to my channel so that I can make much more interesting videos on Excel. Thank you.